Good morning. 1 month ago, on February 18th, we lost three brave men. Matthew Ruge, Paul Elmstrand, and Adam Finseth dedicated their lives to public safety. Our hearts go out to their families and the community they served. We are grieving with you. Law enforcement has been working around the clock to investigate the violent events of that day. As we quickly learned in the aftermath of February 18th, Shannon Gooden, a convicted felon, used two AR-15 style firearms to shoot and kill these three men and to wound Burnsville Sergeant Adam Medlicott. But since that tragic day, law enforcement and the public have been asking the same question. How did a violent felon obtain these firearms? Immediately after the tragic shootings, highly experienced BCA agents, with the support of the ATF, set out to find the answer. Working through the night, they learned that Gooden obtained these deadly firearms by enlisting another person to buy them. This practice, having another person buy firearms for a felon, is called straw purchasing, and it is a serious felony under federal criminal law. Now, today, we can answer the question Minnesotans have been asking since February 18th. This morning, we are announcing a federal indictment charging Ashley Anne Dyrdahl, Gooden's longtime live-in partner, with purchasing 5 firearms for Gooden, including the weapons used to kill the officers and first responder. She did this with the knowledge that he was prohibited under federal law from possessing firearms. These 5 weapons included powerful AR-15 style firearms and semi-automatic Glock pistols. The indictment charges Dyrdahl with 1 count of conspiring with Gooden to violate federal firearms laws and with 5 counts of being a straw purchaser under Title 18, Section 932, a federal felony that was part of the recent bipartisan Safer Communities Act. In addition, Dyrdahl is charged with 5 counts of lying on the ATF federal form required when purchasing a weapon. The form requires every purchaser to state that they are buying the weapon for themselves. As alleged in the indictment, over the course of 5 months between September 2023 and January 2024, Dyrdahl repeatedly visited gun stores at Gooden's direction and purchased or picked up the specific firearms he chose. On January 5th and on January 25th of this year, Dyrdahl purchased the 2 AR-15 style firearms Gooden used in the shooting on February 18th. The indictment makes it clear that Dyrdahl and Gooden knew exactly what they were doing, that he could not purchase firearms because he was a convicted felon. So instead, he would pick out specific weapons and she would buy them in violation of federal law, placing powerful weapons in the hands of a violent convicted felon. One example of Dyrdahl's clear understanding that they were violating the law is described in paragraph 12 of the indictment. There, Dyrdahl warned Gooden in a text message about their illegal gun purchases and cautioned him to be careful about what they were doing. In a second chilling text message exchange, Dyrdahl asked Gooden how he liked a new Glock 47 semi-automatic pistol she had just purchased for him. He responded by sending her a video in which he loaded the Glock 47 with an extended magazine. She responded with a smiling heart emoji. As this indictment makes clear, Dyrdahl's illegal buying spree for Gooden demonstrates a reprehensible disregard for public safety and the law. And the consequences of this disregard for public safety are beyond comprehension. Dyrdahl intentionally and repeatedly obtained powerful and dangerous firearms and put them in the hands of a violent convicted felon. As a result of Dyrdahl's criminal actions, the families and friends of these men and their agencies, and our entire community will mourn their loss forever.